Welcome everybody to Paws and Hooves News. Today we're going to be discussing 5 tips on how to be a maid of honour. My best friend Sabina has just got engaged. Woo! So congratulations to her and David, and best wishes to the happy couple. We have no date for the wedding yet, but hopefully that will come at some point. They only got engaged on the 18th of February, so it's only been a week. So we'll let the whole engagement settle down, get them used to being fiancés now, and then we'll start planning things into the future. Now, I've been a bridesmaid, never a maid of honour. So I've been doing some research into tips and what the role entails and things like that. And I've compiled 5 tips that I think are probably the most important on how to be a maid of honour. And I'm going to share those with you now. Tip 1. Plan the hen party for the bride, but don't forget the other party goers. Now, I know as a maid of honour, you're going to be thinking of all the grand schemes, like, oh, what can we do? Can we go to the spa? Should we go do something different? Should we do a treasure hunt? Should we go shooting? You have to kind of get these ideas together and kind of make a list, show them to the bride, see what she most wants, and then also run it by the party goers as well. You don't want someone that the bride really wants to be at the hen party to be put off by an idea that the bride didn't mind one way or the other. So when planning the hen party, make sure you consider firstly the bride, obviously being the most important day, it is her day after all, but also the other members that will be going. It's important that everyone is going to enjoy the day, because if everyone's having fun, that's what a hen party is for. Because if the people are having fun, the bride's going to be having fun. So that's tip number 1 for you. Tip number 2, be a go-to for the guests at the wedding. The bride isn't going to be answering the same question over and over and over and over again from all the guests she's going to have at a wedding on the big day. So make sure that anybody who's going to the wedding knows that you're there to help answer all the little questions they might have, like when the cake's being cut, when pictures are going to be taken, where the seating plan is for the dinner, anything like that. Make sure they need to come to you and not the bride. The bride's more likely going to want to be talking with friends and family on her big day than answering simple timing questions. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, be honest. As the maid of honour, you have been chosen by the bride because you are one of her most trusted friends. She's going to want you to be honest here. So at the wedding dress fitting, if you don't like the dress, say so. If she says something she wants to do at the wedding and you don't think it's going to work, say so. This is much better than it happening on the day, she's saying it's total disaster, and you saying, oh, I thought it wasn't going to work, but I didn't think to tell you. You don't want to be in that situation. So no matter how hard it might seem at the time, make sure you're honest with the bride. She can take what you say into consideration, or she can't. It's up to her, but as long as you're giving your honest opinion, she will appreciate it. Tip 4, be prepared. Have an emergency kit handy with you before the wedding so that if anything does happen on the journey, on the actual day itself, you are prepared. Some things that I would suggest including are as follows. Some drugs. I would suggest paracetamol and ibuprofen, and also some cough medicine. You don't want someone who's just about to do a speech on the big day to come down with a tickly cough. So make sure you keep some of these to hand. Also, plasters, also very important. All the bridesmaids and a lot of the ladies going to a wedding will be wearing high heels, including the bride. So if anyone gets any sores, you might want to have a plaster handy just so it doesn't spoil their day. Lip balm, again, a very handy one to have when it comes to weddings. It's a pain if you get there and you've got chapped lips and it's all you can think about. It spoils the day. So making sure you have a tube of this handy will be beneficial to everyone. A hairbrush. I'm sure we all know what this is for, but bad hair days or troublesome things with the hair for bridesmaids, lady guests, and the bride, you sometimes need one of these just in case. It's nice and easy to put in a bag, but make sure you have one. Snacks. Got to love snacks. During the day, the bride probably is going to struggle to find time to eat, so just having something high calorie, chocolate, crisps, anything like that may come in handy, and also keep her on her feet a bit longer as well. And lastly, and bear with me on this because I will explain, a hairdryer. Now, this is a godsend for a lot of weddings. Main uses I have found for it include drying nails, when you've just had to apply that little bit, well, it's chipped and you've just got to apply that little bit more nail polish, so quick drying of nail polish. Also touching up hair, it gives it a bit more volume, a bit more fluff. That can come in handy, but most importantly, spills on dresses. Now, I don't know if you ever had the problem about to go into the photos, one of the bridesmaids or the mother of the bride or mother of the groom spilt water or something on their dress. Really easy to see in a photo. It will dry, but it tends to take longer than the photographer normally has time for. This is where you get out this one. Really quickly dries spills on any dresses, ready for some nice photos for the bride to enjoy for many years to come. So definitely have one of these on hand. I mean, you may find other things you might want to put in an emergency kit. Feel free to add any more. They're just some of my suggestions that I think will come in handy and I think definitely need to be added. And finally, tip 5. This is probably the most important thing you'll need to remember when being the maid of honour, and that is to be there for the bride. Be her shoulder, be her rock. A wedding, after all, is a big occasion, and with big occasions normally comes big emotions and big mood swings. Now, every bride is different, so to the degree that you'll see this will be totally dependent on who your bride is. But just remember that there's going to be times she's going to want to cry, there's going to be times she's going to want to laugh, there's going to be times she's going to want to rant. You've just got to be there, listen, offer any friendly and useful advice that you can, but just be aware that this is going to be a very stressful time for her and that she may act slightly out of character. Don't take anything personally against you. This is just the wedding, what I call the wedding stress getting to her. She may be the complete opposite and be super overly excited and you need to talk some sense into her. That also does happen as well. Just as long as you are there for her, she is your friend after all. If she's chosen you to be the maid of honour, then you've got to be quite close. So just remember that you'll be friends before the wedding, you're going to be friends during the wedding, and you'll be friends long after the wedding as well. So don't let anything get between that friendship. But yeah, guys, that's the 5 useful tips for being a maid of honour that I have for you this week. Hopefully you find them helpful. If you have any others that you think should have been included, please comment down below and I'll be happy to read them through. I'm sure that everyone has been in a different situation and has found other tips for different weddings. But thank you for watching the video today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly let you know how the horses are. After all, we are Paws and Who's News. So I'm just going to insert a few clips, just to let you know how they are today. And then I'll sign off. Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week. Hagrid has had his food for the day and is now patiently waiting to go back and join the others. Asked me to hurry up. I'm going to go put him out back with the others now. So here's Tiny in the field today. She's quite happy to be enjoying some sun. She doesn't get left out. She does get a bit of carrot, just so she doesn't feel a bit jealous from Hagrid having his food. Not that she needs feeding, but at least this way she gets a bit of a treat each day. But I'm going to go move the fence now, which is what she's waiting for. If you like this video and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button you see on your screen now. And also there's a few links to my other videos if you want to go and check out daily life of me and my pets. Thank you guys and have a good evening.